What's up, player? Welcome back. I knew you was a real one. I knew it. If you're not a real one already, my name is daljiimarax, and on this channel I recreate makeup and hair looks done on celebrities by like the most bomb makeup artists and hairstylists, as well as some bomb wig transformations, which is gonna be today's video, boo. So if that sounds like something you're interested, make sure you hit that subscribe button, baby, and like this video down below. So as you all know, we're doing a jet black look, blunt cut. I definitely am excited about this. I never wear jet black hair, and I did a blunt cut look before, but it was a bob, and I've done this one like so much better. I learned like a different way to cut a bob so it could be much more even. Like you all guys know, I'm not a licensed cosmetologist, none of that. Everything I learned is from watching videos and other hairstylists do content on, you know, the internet. So this is completely unprofessional, but yeah, we're gonna do a blunt cut bob, well, not a blunt cut bob, just a blunt cut wig in jet black. Like, this is so crazy seeing myself with jet black hair. It's crazy. So yeah, if y'all want to know how I got this jet black wig, boo, let's get into the tutorial, boo. Come on, let's go. Alright, so ahead of time I went ahead and bleached the knots, just showing you how they look on the wig. I left them on there for about 30 minutes like I always do. Done plenty of videos on how to bleach the knots, so if you want that, go ahead and check out those previous videos. But okay, so we bleached the knots, and then I'm taking this jet black hair dye from Kiss, and I'm just starting off with one bottle and pouring it into my dye bowl. If I knew this, you know, during the filming of the video, I would have definitely got 3 bottles instead of 2. I would highly recommend you have 3 bottles. I only had 2 of them, so I had to make the last bundle like stretch. So get 3 bottles if you have 3 bundles plus a frontal. So do it like that. So I'm just going to show you guys one bundle because I did them all the exact same. So I'm just taking the dye brush and just going throughout the bundles. I do one side, flip it over, and then I'm combing through it, making sure I'm getting the roots. I want this wig to be extremely black, so I'm drenching it. Saturation is key if you want the color to come through. So I'm making sure I'm getting every single strand, and I'm just going through with the brush. This probably took about 10 minutes, maybe each bundle, because I didn't, you know, just pour the dye on there. I actually took a brush and took the time to make sure I got every individual strand. As you can see, I'm taking the comb now and just combing through the bundles. And this part is pretty self-explanatory. So flipping it and making sure I'm getting every single strand. And I did this with all 3 bundles. So when it came for For the frontal, I had to be very careful. So I did all 3 bundles with the jet black, let them sit, and then I went ahead and washed the blondes out of the frontal so that I can get the jet black, blow dried it dry. And what I'm doing now is taking kind of like the dye brush and going kind of like a vertical rotation as I'm like putting the dye on the roots, making sure that I'm not getting anything on the actual lace. You do not want black lace, and I was able to take my time and not get anything on the lace. So this part was super easy. I started from the ends and worked my way up, and then basically just was very careful with the front. Did not want any black lace. And then I let all of the bundles sit overnight. So I did this about 8 o'clock at night, and then about noon the next day, I washed this out with about cool water. So I made the wig. I have plenty of videos on how I make wigs, so go ahead and check those out. So now I am cutting the hair to make it a blunt cut. So this portion is going to be very self-explanatory. So just watch the tutorial of how I'm cutting the hair, starting from the middle, doing very thin sections, making sure I'm getting it as even as possible. Like I said, I'm not a licensed cosmetologist, so it's not going to be perfect. But, you know, it was satisfying to me. So just watch how I complete this, and we'll get on with the tutorial. So it's looking pretty good as I'm getting to the top, making sure I'm, spraying hairspray, getting the flyaways down, making sure it's as straight as possible so I'll know exactly how to look when it's the blunt cut. So yeah, that's that. Okay, so now I am putting the wig on, making sure it's fitting my head right. Usually does, because I've done this a couple times already. Making sure I'm getting it nice and snug. So I am not a glue girl. I do not enjoy putting glue on my wigs because I like to take my wigs off every single day, and glue is just a hot mess. I take my wigs off every night. So I'm using this new Got2b Instant Spray, which is so bomb. I highly recommend it. Got it from CVS. It's actually on sale right now. So I'm using this, put about a layer on, blow dry it, put another layer on, and then blow dry it. So I'll probably put about 3 layers on my skin before I put the wig on. And then I'm just doing it section by section, spraying a little bit on the front part too to make sure it's nice and secure, and then blow drying that piece down. And then I like to tie my wigs down for a little bit before I go ahead and cut the lace off, just to make sure it's super secure. And then it's time to cut the lace. Now you can see. I'm just cutting the sides to make sure it fits around my ear right. So yeah, that's what the ending looks like. Making sure it's just nice and snug around my ear. It's not over my ear, it's not too high up so you can see my edges. So yeah, just making sure I'm just bringing the comb around and making sure the hairs fit well around my ear. And that's basically the end of it. So enjoy. Alright y'all, so that's basically how I got this blunt cut. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I am so excited about this look. Like, I wanted a mid-length like hair for a very long time, and I think I did really good on this cut. Definitely better than the bob that I did last time. If you're interested in the bob, you can definitely go check that out. It was a Kerry Washington recreation. But boo, we did that with this cut, honey. We did it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. If you want more wig tutorials, let me know what kind of wig tutorials you want in the description box below, in the comments below actually. I do all behind the scenes footage of all my YouTube tutorials on my TikTok, so make sure you're following me on there, as well on my Instagram stories. So if you ain't following me on all of my social medias, boo, you're not keeping up with what's coming next. Come on, you gotta do that. But in the meantime, in between time, honey, you need to check out these other wig transformations in the playlist. All right, bye.